Hey, what's going on, guys? Again here. So far I've been working for about 8 hours, maybe even probably even 10 hours, I believe, on this project, bringing all the Chinese chess stuff that I've created so far together into a single cross-platform application, and the results are really awesome. And it feels so great when multiple pieces of code are kind of gathering all together, and the result that is already coming is really amazing. So I just want to share some insights I came up with so far, some interesting solution from the architecture perspective, the overall project idea, and everything else that can be interesting. So for those of you who has missed the previous videos, I'm trying to bring all my Chinese chess software together, and I'm using Electron.js in order to build cross-platform applications. So now I would like to mention some modules that I'm reusing here. So one of the core modules is this one, DPXQ game viewer, which is perfect tool for working with a UBB format. The UBB format is, I didn't develop this obviously, so this is the format developed by Chinese developers, I believe, and it's the world standard for like all the games you have of Chinese chess masters, etc., played through all of the time are available at the site donpinsinsti.com, and they all are within this UBB format. And this is the viewer to read and edit and to actually write this format as well. And it has it doesn't provide an API in terms of like the normal module would, but I found a way how I can use it as the API, because if you just have a look at this, it looks so similar to the original CCBridge. And yeah, by the way, I forgot to say that finally I took a decision to make CCBridge-like application, so I call it CCBridge-js. And if we have a look at the original CCBridge, it's really hard not to notice the similarities. So it will now load. So you see, like, we have the board, right? And we have these three fields. So here is the main line, here is the commentaries, and here is the variation. And they are literally absolutely the same. Okay, so it's a couple more tabs here, but this doesn't really matter that much. It's not essential, really. And now what I want to do, I really like the functionality of how this UBB viewer and editor works, and it also it allows to navigate through the game tree, create the game tree, store in this notation that all the Chinese guys use to read the games within. So the really lots of like the full bundle of like the core feature basically of this sort of a viewer. So I don't know whether the same guy has created these two apps, but at very least they seem very similar. So I found a very tricky hack to reuse this sort of an app to replicate the behavior of the original CCBridge, and obviously it would be in English, not in Chinese, so more people would be able to deal with this. So with this sort of an app, we can as some sort of an API, if you can say, well, we can actually extract the FVN string from the latest position, but I think this won't even be needed. And another interesting thing, that we can actually use so-called get move function in order to so we use like coordinates like rank file, yeah, hold on a sec, file and rank. So 6 would be 0 1 2 3 4 5. Well, let's hold on a sec, 67. Let's just see where is that. Is that actually a piece? So hold on a sec, just want to see. No, it's not a piece. So let's try a 57. No, it's not a piece as well. Okay, I just started a new game here. So let's take 77, this one. So you see, like, it has just been highlighted. And if I say get move and now I want to put it to, let's say, 57, you see it moves gets moved programmatically. So this is the exact feature that I'm supposed to be reusing when I connect my pretty user interface. So and as well as far as I made a move, the move list has updated, the variation, the commentaries, everything can be added there as well. So we can just mimic the user kind of clicks, probably the right way. So well, a little bit of a downside of this that actually in the app itself actually hide this view, because it's impossible to make use of it without actually rendering. But if I just hide it, it's not seen, and we have the full-blown functionality. So this is really awesome. I will show you how this is going to be working. I've already implemented the proof of concept interaction between the GUI and this sort of a module. So the board itself, I'm using xiangqiboardjs, which is the derivative from chessboard.js, a very popular GUI, which allows a smooth transition. Oh, it's not in this case, okay, apparently. So allows a very smooth transition. And what I did, I actually apart from, by the way, bearing in mind the fact that Electron.js is completely relying on web interface, so apart from loading engine like from the operating, like as the operating system process, I really want to make as many functions, as many features as possible to be available within the web interface, so without even a need to install this desktop application. But obviously the desktop application is intended to work with the operating system environment, like to run engines, things like that. So without further ado, let me show you what I came up with so far. So here is my Electron app. Again, like this part would be hidden later on. I'll show you that just quite pretty soon. And if I just reload, so this would be this is only in the development version. In the production, obviously there won't be this sort of stuff. And I've already tried to build this for Linux. It works like a charm. It should be the same for Windows. I have a little bit trouble with cross building, like building for Windows and Linux. It's a little bit of a pain, but probably would be just better to ask someone who is on Windows and familiar with this Node.js and Electron. It's trivial. It's really trivial to run this stuff, even if you're not a programmer, basically. And even without the binary executable, it's really trivial to set up this as the desktop application on Windows as well. It's also possible on Mac, but as far as I don't have a Mac, and I really don't like how the philosophy behind that. I don't really want to. It's possible to make it compatible with with Mac as well, but probably if someone would contribute to the project to make it Mac friendly, I would appreciate it, definitely. So anyway, the idea is very simple. So if we just move pieces on this board, it's quite pretty fine and okay. But also the problem is that this board actually allows to make illegal moves, which is mentioned as well. But I've created this, this is the xiangqiboardjs module. I've used the native CCBridge textures here. Pieces look slightly a little bit different, but I think this is just fine. But we still have this smooth transitions and nice highlighting. Even more would be added later on. It's already available, kind of like. And you have a look what happens here. So I made this board, actually updating this board. So I'm using cool GUI, and now I can see all the stuff. And now I can provide this. I can provide the bindings for keys like the previous move, the next move, and so on. So let's say I would be calling the previous move, then like generating the FVN and reinitializing this board from that as well. So I think this is really awesome. This is a really fantastic feature. So making use of this full-blown stuff to work with a world standard UBB format and doing this from a very nice modern GUI, I think this is really cool. So I just wanted to show you how this works. So again, I've connected my engine Wukunxinxi to for move validation purposes, because the one that is suggested to use with along with this sort of a library is not really perfect in terms of passing the perf test, and I have issued that on GitHub, but the author didn't yet respond, unfortunately. But anyway, so I can make illegal moves, okay, and I can do only legal moves. And as far as I do the legal moves, this works as following. By the way, it seems like I've just added the new variation. Well, probably, yeah, just I shouldn't misclick here. So it's a little bit, yeah, just the very first proof of concept implementation, but still, I just really hope that it would be clear, like how exactly it is intended to be working. So see, like I'm making the moves in this GUI, but this one actually keeps track of the game. It writes the entire game, and then it would be easy to export the UBB. I'm not sure which one I still need to translate. Yeah, this is it. And here I can already grab the UBB file to export, and this is also compatible with the CCBridge itself. So this is really awesome, I believe. And we can use this sort of a format as an input to read from. So you say you just download this from internet and just copy paste from the .pcnc site and paste into the app, just like people used to do with this with the native CCBridge. So I think this is really awesome. And now, just to give you an idea how this would look like in production, not in terms of when release comes, but just here is the trick. So I just want to hide this elements, this .pcnc viewer, and if I just update this stuff, I see only this board, and you remember that it gets updated. And later on, I would just have my board on this side. I already tried that; it works like a charm. So it's the hidden elements are not; they are available from the DOM elements, and I can reference them as the DOM elements, but they are not polluting the user interface itself, so they are hidden, and this is really awesome, basically. So like when you can use a module, when you can use a piece of code as a module, even though it's not intended for that, in a quite pretty simple manner. So just a few words on how am I doing this. Actually, it's very simple. So I've created a single function here, which is called update UBB. So just parse the from square, the source file and source rank, and target file and target rank, and then concatenating them to strings. So eventually I have like from file and to file string, and then I have, so we just open the developer tools. I think this can be seen as well. So if I just say console.log and UBB source and UBB target, save and reload. And well, it's a little bit tricky, yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter really that much. So we have this 77 from and 47, it's kind of like 2, and this is exactly the same if I say like I've been showing you this already. So I just say I'm using this get move, so get move UBB source, get move UBB target, and we're done, like I've been showing you here, guys. So just let me show you this within the app itself. So let me reload, and here I just can say get move 77, it's getting highlighted, then get move, sorry, again get move 77, get move 47, and we keep track of the game state. Everything everything is written, every move we made is written. So this is kind of the idea, and with this sort of a fantastic interaction, I really hope to come up with a core feature and the core module of the entire CCBridge, because when I hear CCBridge, and like in my understanding, in my world, when someone mentions CCBridge, it means this sort of interface, this sort of a structure to work with the moves, the variations, and commentaries. So that's kind of it. Also, obviously, navigating through the game, allowing to walk through the game tree in a very, very handy way, basically. So that's kind of it. And we'll see how it goes. And I will be making another videos regarding the progress on this project. So I think this would be really interesting and exciting to see how far we will be able to go. So if any one of you guys want to contribute to the project, please welcome on board. So it would be nice to make builds for Windows, for Mac potentially. So really lots of work to do. So yeah. Okay, and feel free to mail me at freesoft.for.people@gmail.com. It's available. My email is available literally everywhere. Okay, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.